SHEDEUR Sanders, 41 of 53, 9 touchdowns to 1 interception. That's a 77% completion rate. Dillon Gabriel, he had 83 attempts. He had 48 completions out of the 83 for 8 touchdowns, no interception. So like 50, I think that's 54, 55%. SHEDEUR, in the limited amount of snaps, had 7 less completions than Dillon Gabriel and had 30 less throws.
Opportunities. So right there, it's easy numbers to figure out. And I saw it for the 2 days that I was there. What I consistently saw was that SHEDEUR Sanders was consistently delivering the football and making plays. Now I know we always go back to this part of it. Who is he competing against? And I do think that matters. But at the same time, it wasn't like he had Jerry Jeudy going against the threes.
Exactly.
He had other, what they consider right now to be the 3s and 4s on this roster,
yes,
competing against each other. And at the end of the day, you want a quarterback who's elevating everyone's play.
SHEDEUR Sanders isn't just your normal rookie. This guy is different. He's coming into the NFL as one of the best quarterbacks in this year's NFL draft, but he also has a chip on his shoulder. He doesn't need to be the day one starter. He's got time to develop, and there's no expectations on him right now. SHEDEUR Sanders is in the best situation possible, right? And I'm sitting here looking throughout these camp highlights. Dude, he looks like the best quarterback by far. Yeah, at least in my opinion. I know he's going up against the 3s and 4s, but in that last clip, they're making a lot of sense, right? He's also playing with the 3s and 4s. He's not using the first team offense against a 4th string defense, right? He's with the backups too, and he is producing at a high level. Once we see him with these 1s, dude, I promise you, he's going to look really good. Look at this play here, okay? So the first thing we notice about this, you see number 23, okay? He's a deep safety. Whenever you're a quarterback, the first thing you always look at are the safeties, okay? If they're in 2 high, if they're in 1 high, you want to know where these safeties are. You think SHEDEUR Sanders doesn't know that? No. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Okay, we're also going to see on the left side of your screen here, watch this, right? As we drop back, we have a great release here by our tight end. Okay, first thing we notice, we have inside leverage on this crossing route. Okay, so what does he do? He is looking off this safety 23. If we can get our crosser this way and the safety in the opposite direction, okay, we got something here, right? So he continues to look over the middle of the field. You see 23. Look at this, right? He jumps to the left, right? And the only reason he jumps to the left is because SHEDEUR is staring down this crosser right here. So you got a shallow cross and then you got a deeper cross. He jumps to the shallow cross and now boom. Now you have a wide open tight end or at least leverage with your tight end, and he throws an absolute dot right where it needs to be. Nobody realizes what SHEDEUR Sanders is actually doing besides the SHEDEUR Sanders fans. All the haters, everyone else is just, wiping it off like, oh no, it's not that big of a deal. No, SHEDEUR Sanders is doing the unthinkable right now. In the sense of all of his haters, you're wrong, at least for right now. Did you see the numbers? This dude is insanely accurate. We're going to break down a ton of film. I'm going to show you why I believe SHEDEUR Sanders is going to be a really, really good NFL quarterback, man. Then we have another one here. So first thing we notice on this one, guys, is you have 1 high safety, okay? Usually when you're in a midfield close, that means you can attack the outsides, probably a cover 3, maybe a cover 1 robber. But at the end of the day, we have one-on-one coverage. I want to show you this throw by SHEDEUR Sanders. First thing he does is he drops back, he realizes, okay, safety's over the middle of the field. I have my outsides. Look at the throw. He's going to lead his receiver inside. It's going to be a low ball, which is exactly where you want it to be. Because worst case scenario, if you overthrow this, it's an interception, right? But best case scenario, or now, if you throw it low, worst case scenario goes into the dirt, it's an incompletion. Best case scenario, your wide receiver makes a great play, and that's exactly what they do right there. This is another phenomenal play here by SHEDEUR Sanders, but the one thing I really want to, kind of show you guys, right, is it's not just the on the field, it's the off the field interviews, it's off the field leadership. I mean, every single practice, even yesterday when it was the last day of camp, what did SHEDEUR Sanders do? He stayed after practice and he worked with some of the UDFA wide receivers, continuing to build chemistry. He wants to make sure that when we get to training camp, I have all the chemistry. Sorry, Dillon Gabriel, but while you were in the locker room taking a shower, I'm out here building more chemistry with my guys. I'm out here understanding the playbook more. He's just putting in that extra work. And at the end of the day, that's what the coaches want to see. Look at this clip here from SHEDEUR Sanders.
best teammate and to be as polished as I can be. So in every aspect, I view things as I got time. I got time to be able to grow and mature, you know, and be able to understand the ins and outs of the defenses and be able to get the good insight from the vets in the room. So I look at it as, you know, a plus. Like I got time to actually be able to really have a great understanding. And whenever, you know, it's time for me to play, then it's time for me to play. But I'm not looking too far in the future about all that. I'm looking about every day in practice, because I had some misses out there today that, you know, we got to go in there and correct, about Reed's getting in and out drops a little bit faster from under center. So that's the main thing. I'm focused on the small things, and over time the big things will happen.
Now, I have a couple more clips that I do want to show you, and if you want a part 2 to this video where I break down even more of the plays from all of OTAs, rookie minicamp, and mandatory minicamp as well, comment down below P2. More importantly, guys, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already done so, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and like I said before, we will be breaking down a bunch of film, a bunch of highlights throughout all of training camp, but more importantly, preseason, regular season. We got you guys covered with unlimited amount of football coverage, so make sure you guys join the family if you haven't already done so. And with that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video a little bit. So this was another big time throw here. Now all we're doing right here is, again, we're scanning to the left. We're going through what we like to call a full field read. Okay, this is really good, very important. You never want to stare down a receiver because the defense will eat that up all day. We have a safety up here. We want to make sure he stays away from our main target, which is ultimately going to be a corner route. Now, I don't think we can see him on the screen right now, but to the right side, we have a guy running a corner to that right pylon with one eye safety, which means we have man-to-man coverage for the most part. It looks like, and all he's doing when he scans to the left side of the field, we see, okay, man-to-man coverage, safety rotates to the left because that's where SHEDEUR opened up, and then boom, throws it. Look at the placement of this football, guys. Exactly where it needs to be. I mean, the DB has no chance at all. Once he recognizes this is man-to-man coverage, he scans back to the right. It's like, I have my corner. I'm throwing that ball every single day of the week. And again, perfect placement, easy touchdown. And those are the toughest throws to make in football, right? Either the outs, the speed outs, or the corner outs in the red area to the back pylon, the end zone, because there's only one spot you can put it, right? And he's doing it all practice, man. To prove it, once again, look at this one. First thing we notice, we got press man coverage here. It looks like press man versus the tight end. We have one high safety. So again, as we drop back, we're looking, is it man? You see 59 turning his back away from the quarterback. Okay, now we know it's man coverage. We're throwing that football no matter what, because once again, there's one high safety over the middle. There's no way he's going to be able to scream over to that right corner in time to, you know, contest his ball. So we know it's man to man. We know we got a tight end versus a linebacker. We take these matchups. Look at the ball placement of this thing. I mean, again, it is exactly where it needs to be. We are going to end the video here. Do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications for more of these updates throughout all of camp. I got you guys covered, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.